Alexa, I like the song. Saffron, what you doing? Good morning, gorgeous. How are ya? Guess what I did last night? Guess what? Guess what? Hello, Saffron. How are you, baby? Guess what I did last night? I won a game. Lewis, good morning, honey. How are you guys? Oh, I hope everybody has an amazing day. Gorgeous. Oh, thank you. I won my pool game last night. So I'm all happy today. I won my pool game last week too. What? Last season was horrible for me. I think I won 2 games all season. So I did it. I did it. Yeah, that was great. I was like, yay, okay, cool. I never expect to like win. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I always get really surprised by it. I'm like, what? How? For real? Oh, shake. Like, I got really into it last night, and then they were like, shake your hand. And I was like, for what? And they were like, you just won. I was like, did I? Oh, okay. Like, I just kept shooting balls. But yeah, good morning, guys. Welcome through here. Let me, Alexa, volume two. Alexa, volume two. Oh, okay. All right. All right, we'll put it back up. He backed out of it. I'm going to take some battles today, but I'm also going to do some weird news. And I got to get some makeup on his face today because, you know, it'd be like that. It'd be like that. And then same thing. Good morning, Karis. What's going on? But like, you know, I'm doing the same thing kind of do every day. I said I feel like I'm in like a cycle, you know. I like it when you guys stop by to see me. I said I'm really excited that I won my pool game last night. Like I said, I've been kind of like I've been practicing. Battles should be fun, right? Like I said, I don't know. I get so frustrated with that shit. Like it's the people that go that hard, and I've said this 8 million fucking times on live. The people that go that hard make it no fun for me. Like a lot of times when I battle those people, I'm not gonna put a follow on them. I'll be like, yeah, I'll put a follow on you, and I don't. I'll be real. Good morning. Hello, I don't know what to call you. Do me a favor, guys. Tap the screen. I said we're getting off. I got bananaed a couple days ago, so and I was banana for like 4 days. That was one of my longer ones. That was one of my longer ones. I was like 4 days, man. I got shit to show. So good morning, guys. Welcome through. Tap the screen for me, like the live. I love it when people stop by to see me first thing in the morning. And I said, if you're new, you're more than welcome. Come talk. I said, I'm gonna turn my battles off for like 10 minutes, like let it get into it, and then yeah, I'll do them after that. Like, oh, thank you for the rose. I appreciate that. So yeah, let me turn them off for. I'm gonna wait for the next one to come through and just turn them off for like 10 minutes just because I just started. So hopefully we'll be able to get some makeup on this face in the next 10 minutes because. It's not looking great, you know what I mean? It's not looking great. But no, I appreciate you guys stopping by to see me. I said it's been I don't know. Yesterday was good. Like every day's pretty good. Like I try to keep myself like as chill as possible. I just want peace in my life. Like I don't want you dance today. Probably this afternoon. I normally if I get like free time in the afternoon, I paint a lot in the afternoon and do other stuff in the afternoon. So normally at like break time, like whenever that happens, I will do like a workout video or something. Like that's just been my thing. I don't know. I don't know. We will see. I probably will. I would assume like this afternoon. So, you know, a few hours away. This morning we're just kind of doing the makeup thing. No, so I said I do the weird news first thing in the morning. When I get my next paddle requester, I'm going to turn it off just because, I need a few minutes to get myself together. I need a few minutes to get myself together before. But, like, it really is so. It's the people that make it no fun for me are the people that go that hard. Like, they 100%, they make it no fun for me. Like, I'm like, dude, it's not that serious. It's like if you go out hubba hubba, you're sexy devil. Thank you, pew pew. I appreciate you. But like it's the people that go that hard on that shit, and I'm like, dude, chill. Like this is not that serious. Rubber dub W and me in the top of your ridiculous. I was like, because I am dual streaming, so if you hear me talking to somebody, they're not in your chat. I promise you, it's just the other chat. I'm gonna be doing battles on TikTok today, but not just yet. So we're waiting a little bit. But yeah, everybody's welcome in here. I said I like it. Aries, good morning, honey. How are you? So yeah, I won my pool game last night. But like it kind of makes it like, oh, thank you, Aries, honey. I appreciate you. Yes, this guy tapped the screen for me. Epidural on my neck because oh no, oh god, man. That sounds like absolutely no fun getting an epidural. I've had an epidural before in my back, like when I had my son. And like I was in so much pain, like at that point, like I was like, please, like just let's do this shit. I've had the needle stuck in the spine before, and like I have Peanut until oh, dude, yes, oh, that's cool. You get to hang out with the dog. He said, Mr. Bugsy was, are you a professional beauty queen? Oh my god, I'm practicing the world's smallest helicopter. He said, I'm practicing the world's smallest helicopter. Sorry, that made the Pew, you're mad, Sonny. Like, you can't even helicopter. It's just, it's trying to get around. You gotta, like, throw that motherfucker around. You're so ridiculous. So he said, I'm doing the weird news. I think cortisol shot my brain. Yeah, I mean, like, dude, like I said, like, in the neck, that sounds like I'm the best world's smallest helicopter, right? You are the best, baby. But no, that definitely sounds like no fun at all, Chef. Or getting a shot, like getting it, oh god, in your neck, like, whew. At least, like, will it numb it for like a little bit, so at least they'll get like some relief out of it, or are they doing it just for a procedure and then it wears off? Like, it will at least give you like a couple days of relief. I hope. I hope if they're doing all that. I hope. Like, I'm telling you, this shit sucks, man. I told for everybody. Like, for years, I just thought like I don't know. I had like a bad string of luck. Like when it came to health, I was like, oh, I had this. Oh, this too. Oh, okay. Well, I got this too. And meanwhile, everybody else seemed healthy around me. You know what I mean? And I'm like, and I just thought it was like I didn't realize. Oh, should give you. Oh, thank God! Like I was gonna say, if they're doing all that and then it wears off in like 2 hours, that's some bullshit. You know what I mean? But so then I didn't realize. I said that I have a genetic disorder. I'm very open about this one. Like, man, fucked up DNA from my dad, and it causes like all these problems. If I was born today, they would find it. Like they would literally sit my parents down and say, "Okay, well, listen, we found something." That's just what it would do today. We found something. We just want to let you know that in this lifetime, she could experience A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Give them a heads up at least, you know? My mom always said I had issues because, like, with my bones and whatnot, because she was older when she had me. She was, like, 43. So a trigger finger, oh gosh, that sounds like no fun. Hi, Gary, what's going on? I used to go, I swear to God, I put, like, on a ton of weight. I like the color of your headband. Thanks. I was going to say, this is my makeup headband. From gripping the leash. Gotcha. I bet. I was going to say, can't you move it over to the other hand? You're such a mess, Peter. He left. He came in and was like, I'm doing the world's smallest helicopter. And he left. But, no, so, but he made an impact while he was here. I don't know. Like I said, I just didn't realize it was all issued or like all together in something. Oh, I bet. Cold weather makes it worse. Yeah, I wish it just answered a bunch of stuff. Because I said, I really just thought I had like a, do you have any flat open toe slippers you can wear at night? No, Gary. Like, I'm good. I wheeze. What's happening, baby? But, like, I just thought it was, like I said, bad luck. Like, I didn't realize it was all connected to each other. And now that I know, I'm like, yeah, it kind of puts, it puts all, like, it puts the pieces of the puzzle together a little bit. Yeah, like, it makes you go, okay. Okay. Well, at least, like I said, I really thought that, like, at one point, I swear to God, I thought that I was, like, what do they call that when somebody's, like, a hypochondriac? I thought I was, like, a hypochondriac. I was, like, am I being, like, weird? Like, is this mental? Like, maybe it's me? Like, there seems to, like maybe, am I just looking for shit now? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't realize that, yo, this shit's really happening to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's a normal process for people when they learn, like, yo, you were actually right about this shit. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I was. Like I said, I really thought at one point, I was like, man, I'm like, maybe I'm just a hypochondriac. I don't feel like I'm a hypochondriac, but maybe I am one. Like, maybe that's what it is. Maybe mentally that's why I'm in pain. Like, it's a whole process that you go through. Yeah, everything hurts, though. So I was like, it's hard to say to doctors that stuff doesn't hurt when it hurts. You know what I mean? Like, that's all there is to it. I just didn't know, like I said, that it was all connected. But I said, I really, like, once they came back with that, I was like, oh, and they didn't test me for it until I started having seizures. And then Yeah, and then I will be real. I had an orthopedic surgeon who was wonderful. I thank God for him like every single day because doctors, like I had a family doctor that was amazing. Other doctors, they just kind of wrote me off. Like they just didn't want to deal with me. They didn't want to, you know what I mean? Like assume because of my tattoos, I must be seeking shit. And I'm like, well, I'm not. Like I just don't know what else to do. You're the person I'm supposed to go to when this shit happens. Like and finish building a fence. Oh God, thank you, King, honey. I appreciate you. Yes, tap the screen, guys. I like it when people stop by. I said we're coming off a 4-day banana. So, but like you know, and I said I try not to be somebody that complains. I take it in stride. I mean, that's really all I can do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I have issues and I have, you know what I mean? But it's not going to define my life and it's certainly not going to stop me. And I will not let it stop me from anything that I want to do. And it never has. And it never will. Like, that's all there is to it. I just know that I have this and that if something else goes wrong, like, at least I have it on my records that, you know, I'm not depressed because of anything. It hurts it. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like I got to the point where like every day just to go it was like it was a lot. It was a lot. Like you know what I mean. I said I've had 24 surgeries on my left foot alone, and I've had two on my right foot, and that's where it's primarily like hit me. And I just like I said at one point like I put on a whole bunch of weight. Like when I first started live streaming, put a whole bunch of weight because I was going and getting steroid shots in my foot to help kind of rebuild the bone, make it a little bit stronger in my feet. And I was literally getting like 6 shots a month. Like I would go in and he would literally, I mean, total, I think it was like 12. But like when you get 12 shots of steroids and anything, guess what else happens as a side effect of it? Yeah, you gain weight. So I'm like, dude, like, like, can I catch a break? I would like to catch a break. That would be awesome. But he said, I just take everything in stride. That's all you can do. Like, you can't. Everybody's got something. Like, at some point in time, I don't even know how to say your name, MD. But like, at some point in time, everybody in this life will be disabled. So when people go so hard against like disability, all that stuff, at some point in life, everyone will be disabled. Whether or not it's when they're in their 20s or whether or not it's when they're in their 70s or 80s or 90s or whatever, at some point in life, everybody's going to have shit to deal with, and that's just how it is. So you can't stop. You can't stop. You can't stop because, you know, something hurts. Like me, I will do what I want in this lifetime, and that's all there is to it. You know what I mean? Like I will do what I want in this lifetime. It does not define me and I will not let it define me. Like that's all there is to it. It's part of who I am. Yes, it is. It's a part of who I am, but it's not everything. You know what I mean? It's a part. Like it's kind of. And I said I want people to understand when I say this. This is not a direct like this is not a hit at anybody, but like you know when you like you meet somebody right, and we'll just say like I'm totally pro like gay, like you know what I mean? Like I've been to like the fucking Pride Parade up in New York. I totally think that people should live their lives the way that they want to, and people should stay the fuck out of it. Like that's it. If it does not directly affect your life, why do you have an opinion on it? If somebody is gay and they're saying from the day that they're born, like not, you know, saying this is, I think there's a process when that comes through too, when they start to realize and they date like women and they're like, wait a minute, that feels weird. Like, I think there's a whole process to it. You know what I mean? Like where people go through their life living and then they go, okay, well, this is why. You know what I mean? I would never, ever, ever, ever judge somebody for living their fucking life. Would never judge somebody for living their life. When I worked at the store, if somebody called and they were a man and they said, hey, I want to come in and pick out lingerie, is that cool? Yeah, come on in. You know what I mean? But when you meet somebody and that's their whole, like that's their whole, you know, everything is about I'm gay, I'm gay, I'm gay. We get it, but you're also a person that has other aspects to you too. Like my sexuality is part of who I am. It's part of who I am. Like I said, I'm a very open-minded person. You know what I mean? Like I'm hoping on New Year's Eve I'll go to the swingers club for for a party because that's a fucking party. It's a great way to spend New Year's. But I've done it like 3 times. Like, I love it. But it's just I'm very open-minded. Like it's not, you know what I mean? Like it's not that, but I just don't think one thing about somebody, like I don't think that one label about us is the only label about us, if that makes sense. We have so many different labels. So people work so hard to find a label. What is this about me? You know what I mean? Like, what is this about me? But one label does not define everything as a person. So, yeah, your sexuality is part of your life. It's part of who you are. It is. You know what I mean? But it's not everything. Like you're human, you know what I mean? Like you have other aspects of your personality. It shouldn't just be that one thing that's what you know what I mean? So I said like it's I don't know. Like that's just my opinion. I said I'm sure there's people that will disagree with me on that one. But like I said, we don't need to define our lives by one thing about us. Like it should be, yeah, it's there. Like I said, the whole thing, like, yeah, I have health issues. They're there. But that doesn't mean like I'm going to stop. You know what I mean? Like I said, I deal with epilepsy a lot. It causes me to have like, Alonzo, good morning, honey. It causes me to have shaky hands. So there's days when I paint where I'm so aggravated with myself, I can't like see straight because my hands are just like, and it sucks. It's from my medication that I take so that I don't have seizures. It fucking sucks. It's stupid. It's always kind of been like that, but that made it worse. But guess what? I would rather take the medication and deal with fucking stupid ass shaky hands than deal with that. Like straight up, I would rather, like 100%, I would much rather deal with, that than the other option. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'll deal with it. Like I went out this last weekend. Like I said, we did an art battle this last weekend, and even then, even when I get excited, they act up more. And then when I know that they're acting up more, because it's neurological, when I know they're acting up more, they want to act up even more. So I go out and I'm like excited. Me having autism, yeah. I wish I didn't have. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is your autism it's a part of who you are. It's not your defining factor, honey. Like it is not your defining factor. Like you know what I mean? It makes you who you are. Like they had started talking about doing they're doing research on reversing autism, right? Like that's one of the things that they've been kind of working on now that they think they know where it came from. They're saying this whole Tylenol thing. I don't know whether it's true or whether it's not true. My son's freaking 21. I can't tell you if I took extra strength Tylenol. I probably did. I probably did. It's just, I bet, and then that's true, and that's very, very, like, that's very, very understandable. Living with other people, especially when they're strangers, is a very hard thing to do. So you just get like a new person in, and you're like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, and then you got to deal with like, well, are they easy to live with? Are they not easy to live with? Are they, you know what I'm saying? And you deal with all different levels of special needs too. So like some people, you know what I'm saying? It's just, but bunch of restrictions. Yeah, well, I think they do that to protect them too, but also to protect you. You know what I mean? But like I said, if my son wanted to say they came up with a thing that we'll say cure it. It's not. It's part of somebody's personality. It's like I said, it's not who they are. I wouldn't know personally if he wanted to take this medication that reversed it. I would support him in anything he wanted to do in his life, but that doesn't mean that I would agree with it. Because it's literally part of his personality. Like, it's one part of his personality that makes me absolutely love him even more. You know what I mean? Just because, he's just funny. Like, he's funny. Like, I know that there are some people that are more advanced in their autism, and there's people that are not. And, it's all different levels, like everything else. Like, every other disorder has all different levels. But that's what I'm saying. Being autistic does not define you. And it shouldn't stop you from doing anything. Like, you can do anything that anybody, there is no person out there that is normal. Everybody, like, I think, yeah, but it's, like I said, you are who you are. You know what I'm saying? You are who you are, and who you are is a perfectly fine human being, Aries. Like, you are like, you are not like, you seem to think that you are more difficult than you are. I've literally known you for what, like, for fucking 3 years now. You've come to my stream like every day. And I've had times where I've had to tell you, hey, Aries, chill out. You know what I mean? But for the most part, you've been respectful to everybody. You've been cool with everybody. Everybody's like, like I said, there's been times where, we've had to say, hey, Aries, chill out a little bit. But you've done it. You've gone, okay, cool. Shit. And then you come back and you're like, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? That's all. Like, you know what I mean? That's the best you can do with shit. I've had times where I've pissed people off. And I've had to like go and be like, well, I won't even try and piss anybody off. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but it's part of who you are. It's not your defining factor, and it's not something that needs to stop you, because you have every single ability that everybody else in the world has. But on top of that, you have extra abilities. Like seriously, like you have extra abilities. People with autism have pluses. It's not all minuses. The hyper like the hyper focus. That's not something that everybody can do. You know what I'm saying? That's not something that everybody can do. Use it to your advantage. You know what I'm saying? Like use it to your advantage. It really is something that all it does is kind of interfere with social skills. That's it. That's it. Like, and I've known you for a long time, and I know like your lip. All it does is kind of interfere with social skills a little bit. Okay. Well, guess what? You have another thing that you can do, which is called hyper focus, which means anything you go, okay, I'm going to put my mind to doing this. You're going to hyper focus on it and do it, which is a great thing. That's not somebody that is normal can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So like, don't look at it as like a negative, because it's not. It's 100% not. Like I said, it affects the way you deal with people socially. But Aries, I hate to tell you this, honey, you're fine. You're fine. It's like you're fine. Like I said, we. If you think that there's times I haven't had to pull people aside, like that weren't like say on like that were not autistic, and say, listen, you need to chill out. Like Teddy, he wasn't autistic. That motherfucker was bipolar. I can't tell you how many times I had to pull him aside and be like, yeah, you need to chill the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just everybody. Everybody has. You know what I mean? I have touchy with females. Well, like I said, it's I understand being lonely. You just got to respect boundaries. Like that's just the big thing. Is like, it's one thing to like, but I mean, you just don't like. It's a boundaries are a big thing, especially with women, and like don't just be like this. Don't be over eager, because I said women, like if somebody's over eager, we kind of go whoa. You know what I mean? Like if a girl wants to talk, let her talk. If she wants, you know what I mean? Like if you're interested in somebody, hit them up. If they don't hit you back, fuck it. There's so many people in this world that like, you know what I mean? There are so many humans out there that like, okay, so if one girl doesn't like you, then guess what? There's somebody else that will. Like, it's not the last girl that you'll ever have an interaction with. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's gonna be other girls that you have interactions with, and you just learn. You learn from your mistakes. That's all you can do. I'm 45 years old. I'll make mistakes today, whether I try to or not. You know what I'm saying? I will 100% keep making mistakes because I'm human. But the best way to tell people that you're sorry, and I heard this somewhere, was to go, okay, this is what's going on. Let me take a step back. Let me work on it. You know what I mean? That's all you can do. Like the best way to tell people you're sorry is to just try to be a better person. Like that's it. That's all I want to do is try to be a better person in this lifetime. You know what I mean? Like I'm cool with that. I'm cool with just trying to be a better person like than I've been before in this lifetime. Like I've had times in my life where I've been an absolute piece of shit. An absolute, and I don't try to be a piece of shit. I don't try to. Like it's not anything that I tried to do. But guess what? It's happened. It was stupid. But like I'm stubborn. You know what I mean? Like I'm feisty. I've said things I don't mean. Like I said, that's all very normal stuff. You know what I mean? But you just, like when it comes to women, you just make sure that you know, like I said, if somebody's interested in anybody, like they will make it known. You know what I mean? Like that's how females are. That's how men are. Like if somebody is interested, they will hit you up and hit you up. I'll hug Cardi. You're right. Like like get a dog. You'll have less problems. Women are a pain in the ass. Women are a pain in the ass. No, but you might, like I said, like the more you get out, like I was really happy when you started like going out and walking dogs and stuff, because the more you find a way to get out of the group home and do stuff. And I know it's tough. Like I know it's tough. Like with not driving, you have to kind of set shit up through paratransit and all that stuff. I know it's pain in the ass. I almost said pain in the D word, but I'm like, wait, I'm alive. No, but I know it's a pain in the ass. But the more you get out and about, and the more you interact with people, the easier it will be for you to socialize with people, and the more you will understand social norms. But the more, like, yes, so like if you're like, okay, I'm walking dogs, but you know what? I want to do a day program because I'm tired of being in the house, like, with these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know how to act. Like, you know what? I'm gonna do a day program. Do a day program. There's probably girls there. There's probably other people to interact with. There's, you know what I mean? Like, it's different. It's not, you know what I mean? And then you get out around people that too. Like I said, I strongly recommend date programs to anybody because I'm putting my son in one now. Like, you know what I mean? We're doing all the paperwork and everything for it, but it's like, you know, just something. Then like, yeah, but there's more than one. There's more than one. Like, if you didn't like one, that doesn't mean that they're all like that. That means that that one you didn't like. Yeah, you didn't like it. It's like any job you do. If you do a job, you work for 3 months at it, and you're like, yo, this shit's crazy. Okay, then quit. Like, you know what I mean? If you know from that early on, 3 months, that yo, this is not. I don't like this. Okay, go try another one. Up in New York, there's probably 8 million programs that you could try, and they all do different stuff, and they all do different things, and they all do. There's work programs that you can do that you can get involved with, and they will literally come and pick you up and take you there and teach you how to do stuff, and you interact with other people, and you know what I mean. Like, there's stuff like that. Like, there's all sorts of stuff. There's all sorts of resources for people with autism. And doggy, yeah, and I said even that is good. That's why I was really happy to hear you doing that, because I said it gets you out of the house. When you're in the same walls all the time, you kind of get like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it gets overwhelming. Like, I get that. Like, I 100% get that. And then you're dealing with, like, you said what? There's 5 men in there. There's 5 men total. I think that's what Jade said before. Was it there was 5? Am I right? I have memory issues, so let me know. But that's a lot of strangers to live with, and then people are coming and going. It's not just the same people all the time, you know. Rather make money, but I mean, even just like the day program, like there's ones that they'll take you to the movies. Okay, cool. You go to the movies. You know what I mean? They'll take you bowling. Okay, fucking go bowling. Okay, they'll take you to walk around the mall. Okay, go walk around the mall. You know what I mean? Like, there are ones that it's not so strict. You know what I'm saying? There are ones that they will literally just take you out to do shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who doesn't like to go out? I would love to have somebody come and pick me up and go out and do shit. Like, yeah, I would love that. I'd be like, let's go. Yeah. I said, I don't drive anymore. I would love if they had like a day program for I'd sign that. I'd be like, what's up? Oh, what was that? I don't know what happened. All of a sudden I heard a sound come out of my screen. Oh, 6 total. Okay. All right. All right. And that's, like I said, that's a lot of people to live with in general. Like, living with other people in general is tough. But like, when you don't know them and they're coming in and you don't know what they're like and who you're going to get along with and who you're not, like you said, the best way is to kind of get away. Like, you know what I mean? What is that? Oh, you got, yeah, like I said, that's a whole different ball game too. So it's like, at times where it gets tough, you just, like I said, get yourself involved in other things because it'll keep you sane. And that's what I try to do, is get myself involved in other things because, like, I need to keep my sanity. Like, I can't be in the house all day and all night. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta do something else. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta have a life outside this house and like a life outside the internet. You know what I mean? Because I'll get stuck. I'll get fucking stuck like a motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? Like, damn. Like I said, I would love to do a day burger. We went and looked at this one the other day, and I was like, okay, this one's real cool, right? And they walked us through and all that stuff. And so like I said, I was like, okay. And I told him, I said, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it, but this would be cool, And he was like, okay. We went and we looked, and he was like, all right. I'm like, okay, let's do this. Like I said, the food bank has programs where they'll literally come and pick you up and give you, like, you qualify for free training for shit. Like, I mean, there's all sorts of stuff out there, Aries. Like, they'll literally train you for any job in the world you want to do for free. You know what I mean? There's scholarships available online that will pay you, like they will pay you your school if you decide, like say you want to go to school. Like there's a lot of resources out there for people with autism and families of people with autism. Like there's a lot because it's a very big thing anymore. Like once upon a time you didn't hear about it as much. Like when my son was diagnosed, we didn't find out until he was 7. Now we would have found out when he was like 2. You know what I mean? When he started to regress, like we would have, And I kept saying to the doctor, I'm like something, like like he just, I don't know, like I don't even know how to explain it. I'm like, he just likes to run in circles, and like I'm like, yeah, I guess he socializes with, but you know what I mean? Like, and then I started seeing like more and more and more, and just like something's like up. You know what I mean? Like something's up. So, I said I love him regardless in what he chooses to do with his life. I will support him in every single way. And I will encourage him to keep being social. If it was up to his ass, he'd be in his bedroom stimming all day and watching video games on like YouTube and shit. If it was up to him, that's what he would do. But I'm like, you can't spend your whole life just stimming away. You know what I mean? Just walking back and forth in the same like 4 feet of your bedroom. Like that's, you know what I mean? That's not a life. That's just kind of staying in your place because you're not wanting to socialize. You know what I mean? So he's very open to stuff. So I'm very happy that he's so open to stuff because I can say, hey, we're going to go check out the place. Okay, let's go, and we'll go and we'll check it out. And he's like, cool, let's do it. And I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, let's do this. So he's open to trying like stuff. Oh, for his hip. Oh gosh, so he's like in pain and shit too, huh? That's even better. That's even better. Geez, too. You're like, all right, like but that's what I'm saying is you have to deal with other people. It's not your house. It's not your space. It's not you have space, but you still hear like everything that goes on. Like you know what I mean? There's still gonna be people that you interact with, and the fact that everybody's strangers. It's not like a house full of like friends that were like, oh, we're gonna rent a house together. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely different. But like I said, if it gets to the point where you're like, I don't like this place, guess what? There's other group homes. There's like assisted living. There's all sorts of stuff. So I mean, it's not like your end goal. You know what I mean? It's not your end game. It's just a milestone. It's just a step. You know what I mean? All right, I have done no weird news this morning. I have been on here for a bit, and I've done absolutely no weird news besides talking out of my ass. That's all I've done. I'm busy talking on my ass today. I got sidetracked. All right, so let's see. Oh, I talked about this one the other day. Guess what, motherfuckers? I'm gonna talk about it again. They solved, dun dun dun, Jack the Ripper case. I think this is the coolest thing I've ever heard. I said, I am, for anybody that does not know, I am a true crime fanatic. I tap the screen like alive. It helps me trend, and I need that because I'm coming off a band. But so they solved the Jack the Ripper case. They found a crusty shawl from one of the women. Stop, Renee. They found a shawl from one of the women, and it had DNA on it. It had her DNA on it, had his DNA on it. So they did DNA testing on this shawl that had been. Why this shawl was passed down through this family is like beyond me. Like, why would you want like a shawl of your grandmother? Yeah, yeah, they 100% do. You know how they did DNA testing and they led it back to, people theorize that it was Queen Victoria's like grandson, and that's why they couldn't catch him. Was like people like somebody's covering up for him, and then all of a sudden the crime like just stopped, right? Just stopped. Like it was like he just went away. But when they do it, they normally don't just go away. The DNA was oh yeah. But so the DNA, and then they were thinking he was a surgeon or like a prominent doctor. Like there were all these theories for all these years where people tried to solve this case. And then and like I looked this one up because I was like, what? Like, oh my god, I can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing this. Like what? And yeah, they said so they did it, they did the testing and took it back to it was a Polish immigrant, right? Who was psychologically he was like schizophrenic. Like he was very troubled. And then around the time that the Ripper stopped, he had gotten placed into an insane asylum, and he ended up passing away in the insane asylum, which is why all of a sudden, like the timeline lines up, like right when the Ripper cases stopped was when he was recorded to go into. And I said, oh, this is an old case, so 100% like something could be off, but that's what they're thinking. So they officially named him. And I thought that was cool. His name was Aaron Krominski. So they, but they linked it back like through familiar DNA, which I think is very. They do it specifically through mitochondrial DNA, so that way there's DNA that's passed down from the mother specifically that cannot mutate to all the children, right? And then, like I said, I was like, what? Like, I read all about this shit. But so that's how they did it. They went back and through her family tree and found that it was her through DNA. And then they went back through the DNA for the other spot that was on the shawl. And they linked it back to this person, and that's who it was. It wasn't somebody that was like, a royal person. It wasn't somebody, it was just somebody that laid low and hadn't been caught and was really, really sick. And then ended up like, and he was, back in the day, they didn't treat mental disorders the same way that they do now. Like, now we have medications, we have advancements in it, we have stuff where people can live natural lives and, kind of not like, I mean, schizophrenia is a big deal. Like, you're seeing shit that's not there. You're, hearing people tell you stuff that isn't there. Like, and then you're hearing it, so you're thinking it's real. Like I said, it's a fucked up disorder to have. But they now have like medications to help with it. They have stuff that they can do that they didn't have back in time. So he was just walking around unmedicated, severely schizophrenic. And that's how he kind of took it out. And like I said, they matched up the DNA through his family tree. And then they went and they looked, and he was in the area at the time, and he was like, I think they said he was working at something, but it wasn't like surgical, like, and then they don't know if there were crimes that he committed in Poland beforehand, before he immigrated. They just know that, like, so they looked at it, and then they looked at the time when the rape cases stopped, and it like linked right up to like when he went into the hospital. So he got put in an insane asylum for another reason, and then he wasn't getting out of it anytime soon. And then, like, I mean, it was for his schizophrenia, but like for whatever reason, they took him into an insane asylum. Then all of a sudden, the cases stopped, and nobody could really figure out why. But it was because he literally physically couldn't get to the women to do it because he was in an insane asylum. And then he ended up passing away. I think they said it was something like 6 years later after he went in. Because, like, in those times, too, people only lived to be, like, 30 or 40. Like, it wasn't, like, there was a time where people used to live to be, you were considered old if you lived to be in your 20s, you know what I mean? So there are definitely advancements. Our lives are going longer than they used to, you know what I mean? Like, they're not, we're able to live to 80, 90, 100 years old at this point. Some people that are lucky enough, there's those people that pass away in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, like, that's how life is. You know what I mean? That's how life is. There's people, like I said, there's a lot of people that are in active addiction right now. So we're seeing a lot of people that are even younger passing away that should have been here and had more life to them. You know what I mean? Should have lived, a full life. And if they hadn't had that, they might have made it to 70 years old. You know what I mean? Like, if that hadn't been that there. You know what I mean? And I said I'm not talking shit on people in active addiction. Like, I get the fact that, you know, like, some people have really been through some shit. You hear some people's stories and you're like, damn, my story ain't, like, you know what I mean? Like, you hear just some people's stories, and people that are strong, they will not victimize themselves. People that have really been through some shit, they will not play the victim. You know what I mean? Like I said, I never want anybody to, like, I'll tell people, like, I have a medical condition, but I don't ever want anybody to say, be sorry for me. Or be like, feel bad for me. Like, it's just something I deal with. It does not define me. It will not define me. And that's all, like, it's just something that I struggle with and something that I deal with on a daily basis. So, I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's what the cards I was dealt in this lifetime. So the best I can do is just deal with it. Where's my eyebrow shit, man? I got eyebrow shit around here somewhere. I hope I got eyebrow shit around here somewhere. But so, yeah, I won my pool game last night. I'm all excited, guys. Welcome through. Yeah, he was definitely like a real, like, yeah, he was definitely a real sick person. I've watched so many documentaries on that shit. But I'm like, why are they not announcing, like, this stuff? Like, that's kind of big news, you know what I mean? Like, but I told you, I just thought it was funny that they were on like the news showing like the Shaw. They take the, oh, do your thing, honey, I'll be here. But I just thought it was crazy when they were holding the Shaw and it had like the crusty spot on it. And they're on the news showing this crusty spot. I'll see you later, Aries. I said I'll be on this afternoon too. I'm gonna be probably dancing. I don't know what kind of dance I'm gonna do, but I need to work off some drinking from last night. So I will catch you later, honey, if I don't see you again today. Well, if I don't see you again this morning. But so, okay. Okay, here's another one. I thought this one was super interesting. I said, for anybody that's watched my stream for a bit, I'm like all into space. Like, I don't know. I think space is fucking fascinating. Like, there's so much shit out there that we still have undiscovered. So this is, and I said, this is just, I looked this one up too because I said I tried to not spread shit if it's not true. I don't have time to look up everything. I'll be real. So I have to go by what I say. But they're saying now, right? How many tats you got? Oh God, I was gonna say it's at some point, like you don't count. At some point, it starts here and just kind of goes up and wraps all the way around to here. So I don't know if that counts as like one. I got them all up on my head and shit. Like favorite one, I'm working on a cupcake sleeve. It's evil cupcakes. This one is probably my favorite one so far. Like I don't know. I think it's funny. Like the sleeve evil cupcakes, and I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna get candies put in on it and shit, like little stuff like that. But I definitely got a lot of work to do on this one. I got a lot of work to do on this one too, but it's a process. It's a process. So they ended up, and I said, guys, for anybody that doesn't know, I'm normally on here. Your tats are fire. Oh, thank you, Wes, honey. I appreciate you. I'm collecting. I don't know that I'll ever. My mom was like really anti-tattoo. Like really anti-tattoo. You realize how mad she would be at me if she knew I got a tattoo of her curly hair. Yeah, yeah. But like, my mom would be so mad at me if she knew I got a tattoo for her. She would be so mad at my daughter's got a tattoo of her name on her leg. I'm telling you, my mom would be like, oh, camera stop. Oh, like she would be so mad at us. But it was something that was therapeutic for me, like after it happened. So that's what I did. And I sat and I cried like a little bitch while I was getting it done. Oh, I'm for real. I cried like a little bitch. Like in the tattoo studio, they were like, it's okay. Let it out. Like, it's definitely therapeutic. But and like I said, I don't understand. People would make a big deal about it. Like, yeah, some spots hurt. Like, if you go and you get your Achilles tendon, like, fucking tattooed, yeah, guess what? That shit's gonna hurt. That shit's gonna hurt. Like, if you don't expect it to hurt, you're wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go to get, like, like full spine tattoo, like, I've seen people have gotten chest pieces and they got their nips done, too. Like, fuck that shit. Yeah, that shit's gonna hurt. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that shit's gonna hurt. So I do trending topics. I do weird news. I'm on here pretty much every morning. I said I love it when people stop by to see me. I expect nothing out of anybody, but if you guys would be so great and tap the screen and like the live, I would 100% appreciate that. I'm dual streaming, so I said I'll normally go on YouTube and TikTok at the same time, and I'll do like other sites here and there. 360, I'm sitting down. Oh, you would see, like, you wouldn't even see, like, anything. Like, I'll be on your dancing later, just put a follow on me. Like, you wouldn't even, do you realize how low my camera is? You'd see, like, the back of my calves. Like, I'm short and I'm sitting on the floor. Like, 360 would literally be my legs, like, turning around. Yeah, so, they ended up, they made the discovery, and they're calling it the universe's edge, in quotations, like edge, right? But they're saying what they found defies known physics, which I think is very interesting. Okay, I think it's interesting. I'm putting it out there because I think it's interesting, and that's all there is to it. So there's finding a lot of stuff, like I said, if you haven't seen the pictures from I think it's called the Webb telescope, I'm having a brain fart this morning, go look, because they are incredible. Like, they're finding shit in space. They sent this thing that's gone past our galaxy, right? They sent a thing that's sending back images from beyond our galaxy. We finally have gone beyond our galaxy's edge. Like we finally have gone it now. They're not bringing it back. They knew they were sending it up there and it wouldn't come back. There's nobody on it, nothing like that. But it finally went past our galaxy's edge, and it's going to be traveling for, I believe they said, 3 years. I read way too much, but I think they said it's going to be traveling for 3 years. So the pictures that they're already sending back are crazy, like crazy, crazy. Like when I tell you, like it's different. So we always thought that we were like the only planet, right? Our planet, the only thing that separates our planet from other planets is the fact that we have water on it. Water is life sustaining. They have now found other planets out there that they're calling exoplanets, right? You guys can look all this shit up, I'm just saying. But they're called exoplanets that satellite can't stop there to see, like, hey, do they have life there? You know what I mean? But they're seeing planets out there with other water. So if you take that into consideration, that they've now already seen other planets with any water in itself will carry life, even if it's just on a microbial level. So these planets have some form of life on them, regardless of whether it's humans or not. It has some form of life. So if they've already seen these planets, they might have fucking people walking around. We don't know, right? We don't know. They could have gone through the same evolution we did. They could have gone through a different evolution. We don't know, but we know that these other planets have water, which is the life sustaining element. So now you take into consideration that they have a galaxy, like these places that they're going by, they have their own galaxies, and every single star technically has the possibility of being another galaxy that has exoplanets on it. So each, you take all into consideration all the stars in the sky. Like each one of those could have its own planets with own water, with own humans, with own So now they've gone far enough that they're discovering what they're, like I said, they're calling it the galaxy's edge, right? Like the universe's edge. And they're finding shit that they're saying defies physics. Like, I don't know. I think it's interesting as fuck. Like I said, I've been watching it for a while now. Anybody that, like, I did like a view party like the day they launched this shit. Like, I was like, let's do this. You know what I mean? Like, I think space is so interesting, and I think it's crazy of us as humans. Like, when people are like, God created us, and he da 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 da. I'm not saying he didn't. I'm not saying that there wasn't a reason for the Big Bang, or, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that there wasn't a catalyst, regardless of what it was. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, we're the only planet. It's sacrilegious for people. Well, guess what, motherfuckers? God made us and only us. There's no aliens. There's no other life out there. And now, like, so what you gonna say now? What you gonna say now? I'm just curious. What you gonna say now? So you think even if, like I said, I'm not saying that there is a God or isn't a God. Like, I have my own beliefs. But, and other people have their, and that's fine. But at some point there was a catalyst that caused a Big Bang. Why would we assume that maybe there was just one? Perhaps they were other ones. Perhaps, so each planet could have its own form of, like, human on it. Each one of these planets that's just covered in water. So they took them like 3 years to build this motherfucker. Like, it wasn't like they built it and just sent it up. This shit took forever to build. And then they were like worried because they had to go through every single, like, I watched a documentary on it. They had to go through every single process, like every single fail-safe, anything that could possibly go wrong. They had to go on and try to fix it to make sure it didn't go wrong. And so far it's been successful. So far it's still out there traveling. It's still out there traveling. I forget how far they said that they're expecting it to go out, but it's sending images back. Like, it's sending images back as it's going out there. So they've now got this thing that, like I said, they're calling the Earth edge. Like, they found black holes. They found, like, all this, like, type of science fiction stuff. Like, I mean, it's absolutely crazy. If you go on and look at the pictures are wild, right? And but it's going to continue to keep sending them. So we don't know what else we're going to see. Like I said, we could, and then the next step, since now we know that these planets have water on them, the next step is going to be that they're going to probably try, I would assume that they're probably going to try to get some sort of something to land on that planet. Like, that would be my assumption, is that they would get some sort of something to land. Happy Sea Ren. Oh, hi, Jose. How are you, baby? Good morning. But, I mean, that's what I would just assume that they are going to do that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Okay, so good morning, guys. We're doing eyebrows, so that way you guys can tell whether I'm like confused or not. I don't know where my actual eyebrow stuff is, so we're gonna use eyeliner today. And just kind of fill that shit in. We're gonna fill that shit. Yeah, that's what I Okay. So on to the next subject, because I just thought that was fascinating that they're saying they found the Earth's edge, and everything that they're finding in it defies physics. I think that's interesting. I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Shit's getting real out here. Look at how easily that came off. God damn it. Okay, we're gonna do this, y'all. We're gonna do this, y'all. Guys, welcome through. Tap the screen for me, like the live. Like, hey, TJ, how are you, baby? Good morning, darling. Okay, we're gonna do this. I said I won my pool game last night. I was all excited. I was all excited. I think I did pretty good last night. Like I feel like I'm getting more comfortable playing. Like you know what I mean in front of people. Like I'm getting more comfortable with people watching me. Because I said normally when I play pool, it's like nobody's watching me. Like everybody's doing their own thing in the bar and they're hanging out and they're doing all this shit. People don't normally like watch me. You know what I mean? I had this guy last night that he was like he kept yelling. He's like, "Yeah, you stick them balls. You go girl. Oh, you put another one in." Like I actually had like a 6 ball run, which I was really excited about. Like I had a 6 ball run. I had 6 balls that went in a row. That's great. And then I had another 4 ball run. I was like, yeah, let's do this shit. Yeah. So that was cool. That was cool. And then I won my Eric, good morning, honey. I won my match last week too. So we're two games into the season and I won both of them. So I'm like, it was awesome. It was awesome. I was gonna say Eric, I had a 6 ball run and I was just telling TJ I had a 6 ball run and I had a 4 ball run. So I won. I got 15 points for my team. Like I'm like, cool, you know what I mean? And then my team ended up winning last night. We were in second place when we went in. I don't know, depending on how the first place team does. Yeah, I was really excited about it. I said that was pretty cool. Like I feel like I did a lot better than last season was a tough season for me. I did horribly last season. I did horribly. Like I mean, I went down like a level. Like it was bad. Like I was like, why am I gonna not play right? You know what I mean? Is he on your team? Yes. I was gonna say he also does Thursdays. Yeah, I can't do Thursdays. They do like double Jeopardy on Thursdays, right? Where it's like 8 ball and 9 ball. And like I can't do it. Yeah, I can't do that. It's too much. It's too much for me. 8 ball and 9 ball. Like fuck that shit. They were trying to get me on a Monday night league too. I was like, I'm good. Like I ain't trying to play like that. I mean, there are some people they literally play like 5 days a week. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Yeah, I have to have a babysitter whenever I go anywhere because like I fucking have epilepsy. So I always need like a friend that knows like or somebody by me like and knows like what to do just in case. Like yeah, I'm 45 and I need a fucking babysitter. It's stupid, stupid, but it's working. See, yeah, I said Joe's awesome. I love Joe. He's quite wonderful. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. And then I said I have like I don't know. Everybody's on league's been really really nice. Like they've been really really like just I don't know really sweet. Like it's been awesome. So I'm excited. Like I said, I was so nervous. Oh my god, the first night I was nervous because I'd never done like you know what I mean. Like I literally have never done any type of sport before. And I was sitting there watching people play, and I was like, holy shit, like trying my best not to be intimidated as fuck. Like I didn't even learn how to play 9 ball until they taught me my first night. They were like, all right, well, what you're gonna do? Because I was like, well, I'll let them teach me. You know what I mean? Like I'll let them teach me what I'm doing. So I don't know, but that's how that went. So I won last night. I was very excited. I hair in my mouth. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so next in the weird news, everybody's all worried about Britney Spears. Britney Spears, man, I don't know. She had some shit happen, like some shit went down. She's been doing like these really weird like videos on like Instagram, right? Looking beautiful, like always ran off. I was like, you're too nice, honey. I appreciate you. But so she I don't know. I've seen some of the videos. Hello, hi Smoke? What's going on? So far so good, honey. So far so good. I can't complain. It's another lovely day on the internet. How are you, hon? But so then she ended up that she had like she stood nude in the window of like I don't know, it was like a hotel, and like and then she's doing like all these videos on like Instagram where I don't know if she's like on something, I don't know, but they're weird. She's talking in like a baby voice, like this, and like I mean, it's just weird. Like I don't know. It's just weird. Like, it's just weird. And so it's just weird. I don't know. But so everybody's all worried about her. Like there's like a whole like help Britney campaign type shit. Like dude, if she's like she gotta help herself. Like nobody can help anybody but themselves. So you just gotta do what you can do for yourself. You know what I mean? Like you can't fix anybody else. You can't encourage anybody else. Like I said, there was you can encourage people to do better. There was a chick. She was on TikTok. She got banana off TikTok. Her name was Eugenia Cooney. I say was is. She's alive, but people were like, and I was curious, so I stopped by her live one time because like I'd seen kind of stuff about her on the internet, and I was curious, right? And she comes off. She's very sweet, like very very sweet, but she's very very thin. She's very very thin. Like it's I will say it is alarmingly thin. But at the end of the day, like and she's admitted before that she said ED in the past. I don't know if it was in the past or if it's in the present. But she's like I said, she's very very thin. And so people are go in her live, and she's sitting there talking to people, right? And you would just see in the chat like all these people like get help, get help, get help, get help, get help, get help. And it's like, dude, it's up to her. Nobody can make her go get help. She has to want it. She has to go and do it. There's nobody on the internet that's going to go and tell somebody, hey, you need to go, get help. And they're going to be like, oh, well, I went because that person on the internet told me so. Like, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It's people like wasting their time. People are going to do what they want to do. And if they want to change, they're going to change. Like, I had to change a lot. I've tried to change a lot. You know what I mean? I'm not the person that I was when I was like 20 years old. But I feel like that just kind of comes with like the aging process is you just, you learn to deal with stuff a little better. Like I'm not quite as, I definitely don't have as much energy as I had when I was younger. Like I'm looking at all this shit I got done in like my 20s and I'm like, wow, like how did I have that much energy? Oh my God. She said, we are going to be working today and to also be doing a video this afternoon. So I hope you guys will come back. I'm dual streaming on YouTube and on TikTok, and I'm trying to get my makeup on and get ready for today. I'm normally on here like every morning. Try to be on here every morning, and I read the weird news. I like the weird news. It makes me happy. Makes my heart happy. And I said, everybody's always welcome in here. I dig it. I dig it when people stop by. All right, let's see. So next in the weird news. Oh, God. I can't seem to get this right. I'm like using the wrong brush or something. It would probably help if I used a mirror and not my live stream, but oh well, here we are. We're already too far in. We're already too far in. I will use a mirror to do like my eyeliner and shit because I'm like, Reh. Okay. So next in the weird news, they're saying they haven't confirmed this video yet. Like speaking of like space and all that stuff, they haven't confirmed this yet, right? But there was videos that came out, and they were tourist videos from, I don't even know where this place is. I'll be real. I know I probably sound American as fuck when I say this, but I really don't know where this place is. Does anybody know where Ibiza is? Ibiza. Alexa, where is Ibiza?
According to Wikipedia, Ibiza is a Spanish island in the Mediterranean Sea off the eastern coast of Spain.
Okay. Off of Spain. Okay. The eastern coast of Spain. I literally have never heard of it before. I'll be real. I've never heard of it before. But that's okay. But so there were all these tourists, right? And it's been more than one video that's been shown, right? So they ended up that they spotted a UFO, and they haven't confirmed the videos yet, but they're saying they this was reported by like a lot of people, and there were like a lot of videos out there of it. Like you can actually go on like say TikTok or whatever and see these videos, but they haven't confirmed it yet. But like I've seen the videos. I was like, wow, that's real. That's pretty cool. Like I mean, it's definitely something. It's definitely something. So I don't. They're trying to figure out whether it was something outwardly, or if it was like something like I don't know what the fuck it could have been because it looked pretty convincing to me. Like, but AI, all that shit. So, you got to take that into perspective as you surf on the internet. Like maybe like 40 people got together and said, hey, Sassy, good morning. Louise, what are you doing? Here we go. I'm rocking along, guys. We're getting this. Aw, thank you, Sassy. Sassy is always so nice to me. I appreciate you, baby. I appreciate you. I said they literally, like, I can see it every time in my numbers. Every time I get in trouble, they just go down. Sucks. Good morning, Sassy. How are you, gorgeous? Having a good day so far? I'm trying to, like, hurry along, be productive. Like, we'll see how that goes. But so, all right. But so, yeah, I said you can see. um, oh, yeah. Okay, so the next one I was going to say is Target is officially stopping to selling Pokemon cards, right? Because because there's too many fights in the store over it. Like people are fighting over packs that they say. I'm like, imagine that. Like imagine that you like go to jail for assaulting somebody while you're in an arguing match over a fucking Pokemon deck. Like imagine that. Like I don't know. Anybody, I'll be real. Anybody that's over the age of 18, if they're like, yeah, I'm really into Pokemon. Like what? Like, what do you mean? Will you play a game on your phone? No, no, no. I collect the cards. What? Why? Oh, I resell them and whatnot. Okay. It's like the same thing when people use, what is it? Those bobblehead things that everybody's collecting. I don't know what they're called right now, but like they come in little boxes. They're all different characters and shit. It's like when you go into somebody's live and they have a whole wall of that shit. Like I don't know that that's a flex, homie. Like I don't know if that's a flex to have all those, like I said, they're bobbleheads, but it's like Deadpool, like that, like they have all these characters, right? I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head, but I've seen them at like tons of conventions. They have all sorts of characters, but people will really be flexing that collection, and that cracks me up because I'm like, what? It's like, how are you flexing? That is a collection, like and like, why are you flexing? Like that's not a flex that you have like every single one ever made and it's all behind you on your live stream. Like, dude, that is not a flex. Like you're a grown adult that is collecting toys. I mean, that's just my opinion. Like, if I went to somebody's house and they were like, "Oh yeah, this is my," I think, what are they called? Pop heads. I don't know. Like, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. But people will like leave them in their boxes and shit because they're scared that they're gonna like lose their value. It just doesn't work for me. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just don't see it as a flex. Like when somebody's like, "Oh, look at the Pokemon card I got." But that's me. I don't know. It's me. Like I think if people want to play video games, like I don't have an issue with you know what I'm saying. I'm not hating on it or nothing. I'm not a big fan of them myself. Like I don't have any systems or anything like that. Like I feel like it's kind of like for me it would be like a waste of time. I like don't want to spend my time like just trying to beat a level. But that's me. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of other people that that's what they do in their free time. If that's what you want to do in your free time, that's cool. That's what you want to do in your free time. You know what I'm saying? But like, I couldn't date somebody like ever again that was like a hardcore gamer. Like, I'm not dating anyway, but I'm just saying, like, I have a significant other, but I'm just saying, like, I couldn't like date somebody that you know what I mean. Like, I would be like, so how many days, like, how many hours a day do you spend like hardcore gaming? Like, and then people be like yelling in the mic and they're calling each other all these derogatory things, and I'm just like, this is stupid. Like this is stupid. This is a bunch of grown men and women sitting there like fighting over shit. Like that is like when you pass a level in a game. Well, guess what? If the system fucks up, the game fucks up. Then guess what? All your progress is gone. Have you guys seen the video of the guy that flipped out because his girlfriend deleted it was like she did it on purpose too, but she deleted it. He had like invested all this money in this game, like in like passing levels and all this stuff, and she went on and deleted all his shit. And when I tell you, he like freaked the fuck out. I mean, he freaked the fuck out. He picked the system up. He broke it. He like was punching wall. Like I mean, when I say he was like, now it was an asshole move of her to do that, it was an asshole move of her to do that, but you know what I mean. I'm like, dude, it's a video game. At the end of the day, it's a video game. Like it's a video game. You'll be all right. Like you lost your, it's just build it up again. You know what I mean? Like he's like, do you know how much like I spent on that app? Like, well, guess what? That shit's gone. It's gone. You're not getting it back. Call customer support. Maybe they'll help you, but like you're not getting it back. You know, like that's they might be able to restore it, but if they don't, then guess what? It's not coming back. But for me, I like I said, I just feel like it's a waste of time. My ex-husband was like a big gamer and whatnot, and he was really into it, and I didn't have a problem with it at the time. I was like, oh, okay, he likes playing video games. But then like I got to the point where like it became like an issue, and I just I it's just not something for me, So all right, let's see. The Poltergeist house is now available on Airbnb. Would you guys go stay in the Poltergeist house? Like just, just out of curiosity, would you go? I don't think. And yes, it does have a pool in the backyard that you can use and swim in. It has no bodies in it. I heard like a weird rumor, right? Like you know how they have those horror movie like rumors and shit. Like there's the girl from Poltergeist passed away. Da da. Oh, this person passed away. Da da da. Like after they did this movie, like all this stuff. Oh, they thought whatever, right? They I've heard a rumor that they used actual skeletons in them. Like they didn't use like prop skeletons, that they used actual skeletons, and she found out as it was happening. And it mentally that would fuck me up too. Like I can't imagine. Like I said, I've seen people that were like, yeah, they definitely did it. Definitely. But then I've seen others where it's just not, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, that's me. So I wouldn't stay in the house. I'm definitely not swimming in that pool. But it's like fully restored. It looks exactly like it does in the movie, and it is now available on Airbnb to rent out. So if you're vacationing, I don't remember where they said it's at particularly, but if you're going on vacation and there are people, they call it dark tourism, and I kind of think it's cool. They go to different spots that have had like negative energy type things like happen, like the Amityville house. Like there's people that would go spend the night in the Amityville house just to see if anything happened while they were there. I don't know. I don't think the Amityville house is on Airbnb. I don't know. I might have to look. I'm just curious now. I'm just curious now. Like, what else would they do with it? Like, what else would they do with it? I don't know. All right, guys. I love your faces. I gotta get ready to jump off here. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. You guys kick a lot of ass, and I appreciate you coming by. Make sure to come by and see me again. I will be back on a little bit later. I said we're going to go be a productive member of society, hopefully. So I love you guys, and I love your faces. Thank you for stopping by to see me. I will be back a little later on.